And you look at this FC Tulsa side, I do think it comes down to Portillo and Ferry. They're going to play a 4-2-3-1 under Mario Sanchez. So how do you dictate tempo and really settle into this game? The other side for Sporting Kansas City, I expect Pretty Vermees telling his boys, go at them, ask questions, put them under pressure. And the Sporting Kansas City side, if you can get a couple goals in the first 10 minutes, you're going to be sitting nice and pretty at home.
FC Tulsa in their pink from left to right. Sporting Kansas City in their blue from right to left. Here from Children's Mercy Park. Sergei Demyanchuk in the green, the man in charge of this one. Wait for his whistle to send us on our way. 24th Open Cup appearance for Sporting Kansas City, going back to their original days as the Kansas City Wizards. 8th Open Cup appearance for FC Tulsa, going back to their original debut as the Tulsa Roughnecks. Sporting KC semi-finalists 2 years ago, looking to get back there. FC Tulsa the furthest they've ever been. And we are underway here in the round of 16.
And you have players like Fontes and Rosero, two physical center backs. It's going to be a nice little battle to see on the top of the field for FC Tulsa.
Pressure gets to that back line of Tulsa. It's won by Tommy, has some options. Tommy looking back post. For a volley, that's friendly fire off of a free fuck. Still alive now for Adoya. Back out for Tommy. Eric Tommy going for goal. It's saved by Creek. That was earmarked for the far post. Try from distance by Davis, blocked. Pressure maintained by Sporting Kansas City. Tommy. Drops it back for Leibold. Started 12 matches this season, Leibold. Basically every lineup we can figure for Sporting Kansas City is one of the names in Sharpie. Dangerous up and down the left side. Well, we're set through Rosero and all the way back for John Polskamp to that 2022 form that made him so lethal up top.
It's a good ball.
In behind on the turn, it's Tommy cutting again, shooting again, saved by Creek again. That is twice now that Tommy has been robbed by Creek.
Talked about his movement between lines. All three of FC Tulsa midfielders get caught ball watching as he plays off the shoulder. Ferry, now you ask questions of Tete. He needs to come over, needs to rotate. Bit of a wicked deflection. Take nothing away yet again from a really good save from Creek.
Corner taken short. Leibold drops it back. Hernandez. Davis has a thought. Davis goes for it.
Now the message, the traffic and bodies in front of Creek here. It's a big opportunity for the home side.
Hernandez goes direct with it this time, went short last time. Comes all the way through for Tommy. Tommy all the way back for a hit by Davis, ping-ponging around, and it's touched over the bar by Creek. Hernandez drops it in that perfect area, bouncing around, and now blasted off the bar.
Opportunity comes from it. A bit of chaos as this ball pinballs around. And if you're free for the technique, really difficult. With the body's oncoming, you have to have enough patience to let this drop and put it on target.
Here he is again, a free flop, cut in, going for goal, again off the bar. I don't know what's more difficult, the technique you mentioned or to hit the crossbar back-to-back times.
Play direct into Ogata, he battles for it, but just watch the hips at the last second of a free fight as he closes them. And has this bend on this ball. Not even a courtesy dive for Creek, he knows he's beat.
33 final third entries, 17 touches in the opposing 18-yard box. It is as one-sided in the territory and control as it gets right now. Eric Tommy looking for a free fa. Dalou.
It's moments like this, Joe, when once you recover the ball for Tulsa, how do you connect your first pass?
That one connects. Goodrum. Flag did stay down. Philip Goodrum working end line, drives it across. The header is saved. First attempt for Tulsa, nearly giving them the lead. Driven ball in. Sanchez dispatches for a corner. Hernandez continues to remain in charge of these set pieces. Getting his opportunity tonight. Hernandez, good delivery, saved by Creek again. Johnny's couldn't do anything with it. DeLu steers it clear. Tommy wins it back and gets past the sliding effort of Ponce. Tommy taken down. What a dangerous spot for a free kick.
Really good ball in. It's a big center back, Rosaire, that just climbs out of the trees. Anywhere else in the goal, it's 1-0 Sporting Kansas City, straight at Creek. Very good positioning from the goalkeeper. And then this is what Tommy's all about. The work rate, the skillfulness. It requires so much attention. Yet again, you're an in-swinger, you're aiming for right that back post of Michael Creek with the oncoming traffic to throw him off.
This is Tony Kroos, 2018 World Cup free kick territory here against Sweden. Let's see if Eric Tommy can channel his fellow German. Runs over it instead. It's Hernandez driving it in, and it goes in off a defender. Finally, Sporting Kansas City has the lead.
A lot of pace in a dangerous area, and you get rewarded for it. With the oncoming bodies, no one makes a play for him in a pink jersey. It's off the center back, Tete. Uh-oh moment from the center back. He can't see it, he sees it late. Right off the knee. It's a good turn.
Johnny's eyes for goal. No trouble there for Creek.
A little bit of a disconnect for FC Tulsa between.
The bounce goes favorably here for Tulsa. Davis tracks back, finds Polskamp, who maybe has the biggest play of the game so far. That save on the Ponce header. Otherwise, against everything, it could have been 1-0 Tulsa. A few moments later, SKC finally finds a breakthrough. Numbers here. Johnny's leading the charge off the heel of Hernandez on its way through to Agata. Davis, Tommy centers. The volley is just wide from Agata. Or 0-0 in extra time. So if you want to flip over while we go to the half, you could catch the end of extra time and perhaps penalties there. And it's 1-0 New Mexico now on the road against NYCFC 2. Hernandez, Davis. Now it's Tommy, picks up the head, looking for Agata, saved again by Creek. We knew he'd be under fire. We know he's had a strong start to the season for FC Tulsa. This might be his best half yet.
Talked about the movement from Tommy yet again. The patience when he loops his run to keep himself on side, but if you're Agata, needs to find the back of the net. It's a second clear opportunity as a striker. Pick a corner, and it's off to the corner to celebrate. Creek has been fantastic for FC Tulsa between the sticks.
Hernandez, good service again. Agata off the post. A free foot finds the net. After 2 crossbars for a free foot, he scores one that finds him off the woodwork, and all is even in the universe again. SKC 2, Tulsa 0.
Even a free foot. Every player in a pink jersey gets caught ball watching on their heels.
And there is the whistle to end half number 1. It was a very windy road to get to 2-0 for Sporting Kansas City, but probably a deserved scoreline for the home side after 45. And away we go with half number 2 in the round of 16. Sporting Kansas City in control 2-0, looking to make it another quarterfinal in search of their 5th U.S. Open title. A second yellow for Segrist right out of the gates there. Atlanta at the spot now, must score to keep it going. and they do. So Charleston can win it with the next kick. This one floated over the top here, knotted down, loose in front. Polskamp goes back the other way for Ponce. Offside flag comes up. In all that chaos, Tulsa nearly brought one back, even though they're down a man. But the offside flag negates it.
Just watch as Ponce just peels off. It's a second action right here. He's behind Leibold. Stojanovic makes a play on it. That's why
2-0 is the same as 5-0 in this one, and we just open up and go for it.
I think if you're Mario Sanchez, you need to get on the Philip Goodrum. He's going to be the key for this thing, to try to claw yourself back into this game, to slow the game down, as well as crazy as it sounds, set pieces. You get your big boys higher up, you put the ball in the mixer. You just saw as Ponce got called offside. You can put a little bit of doubt, let's say, into the Sporting Kansas City back line. Can't have silly turnovers like that. Now it's off to the races yet again.
Agata with a free thought goes instead for Felipe Hernandez. Hernandez a step over. Hernandez! There's no question about that one. First one couldn't have been an own goal. No doubt here. It's 3-0 Sporting Kansas City, and a brace for Hernandez.
Just watch the numbers in a Navy jersey, how quickly they turn their defense into offense. 3 of them off to the races, 3v2, but once again, you have to give credit to Agata. It's the timing of when to play this ball to Hernandez as he sets up Sanchez perfectly. A little drop of the shoulder, creates that separation, and it's a textbook strike. Head down, laces through the ball, low and hard. Always gives you a chance. Nothing that Michael Creek can do. And more importantly, he gives Sporting Kansas City a 3-goal cushion here at home.
Since 2019 in some capacity. Seen some time in USL Championship and MLS Next Pro, making some appearances with the second team. Hernandez had his best year, his breakout year in 2022. Rolled ahead for Giannis. More where that came from. 4-0 Sporting Kansas City, pouring it on now.
Carbon copy of moments ago what happens. A bit sloppy. This time it's a free for pushing the tempo, but it's the off-the-ball movement. As Giannis understands the spaces in beyond. Not the best of understanding from Sanchez. Right weight from a free foot. Giannis can run onto it to first touch, head up the whole way. Just roofs this thing. Clinical, and that's the next step in progression. Giannis.
Portillo over the free kick. Portillo goes for goal. Polskamp awkwardly has it.
It's really difficult distance for Portillo to go up and over the wall. Enough venom as it's bending away from Polskamp. Straight forward from the Sporting goalkeeper.
Mexico United with a 3-0 victory over NYCFC 2. We also have another West versus East matchup later tonight. LAFC hosting Loudoun. And we're about to kick off between Sacramento Republic and the San Jose Earthquakes. Bring that up because as we examine the draw tomorrow for the quarterfinal of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup, you're going to see 2 different sides of the bracket. In essence, an East and West. Look out here, played in behind for Stojanovic. Polskamp makes the save. First shot of the second half, only second of the day for Tulsa. First time they really had a good look in behind like that from the build.
Ponce's been, and Philip Goodrum have been really interesting for FC Tulsa going forward. A bit of class and a bit of vision from the wide player.
Step through from Rodriguez, feeds it out wide. Agata fighting it off. Russell goes for goal. Held up by Creek.
I think the first pass from Shallowy is intended for Pulido to go all the way through. Agata just steps in, thinks it's for him. You just see the pace that he hits it with, trying to change the point of attack. We've seen Johnny Russell hit them from that distance time and time again. He hits it well, but straight at Creek. So interesting the way that Peter Vermees likes to play with his wingers. Shallowy right-footed plays on the left-hand side. Johnny Russell left-footed plays on the right-hand side. So always want to come in challenging to the interior. Have a lot of numbers, and in doing that, now you give the outside backs, whether it is Leibold, whether it is Jake Davis, the ability to come around the corner. So now you're talking about rotation, you talk about fluidity, and you talk about numerical overloads on all parts of the field as well.
Going through your mind as a player if you're on the side of Sporting Kansas City in a situation like this? It's a lower division side. You've thoroughly dominated. You're up 4 goals. You're up a man. You are in the midst of a slump in the regular season. You do have 10 more minutes out there. What's going through your mind?
Try to score as much as you can. Trying to get in a rhythm. No, seriously, if you're a player, there's nothing better for an attacking player to see the ball hit the back of the net. Right? You talk about
Russell. Chips to the end line. Russell goes for goal and saved by Creek. Comes out for Hernandez. Taken down. Got a free kick coming. I think they'll let Hernandez have this one, sitting on his hat trick. Despite Pulido, Russell, and Shallowy being out there. Got to give it to the kid and give him an opportunity.
And how good is this touch from Russell? He knows the challenge is coming. It's just exquisite to go up and over. And much like Johnny's trying to roof this thing, and then yet again, Michael Creek makes himself big. About technical ability, awareness, and a bit of class from Johnny Russell. Back end of it. Bit sloppy in terms of defensive movement. Sanchez, as he takes down Hernandez, and it's a really comfortable distance. A plethora of options. You can go up and over, you can go under the wall, you can go around the wall, or you go hard to the goalkeeper's side.
I thought they might leave it to him, but not giving to Hernandez for his hat trick. It's Russell instead. He could have given Hernandez a crack at that. And nobody's ever going to doubt or question Johnny Russell is a hero here for Sporting Kansas City. Fans love him. Captain for a couple of years now. The most prolific Scotsman in terms of goal scoring in MLS history.
We talk about the mindset as well. Johnny Russell embodies what Peter Vermees wants to do. You want to score goals as many times as you can when you walk across the white line, regardless of the opposition. The intensity, the passion.
In the Western Conference Final over 2 legs, and they lost that last leg at home. Or sorry, they won that leg, but they were eliminated on aggregate. Didn't get enough on the day. This one split through for Pulido. In alone, Pulido off the bar. 3rd time they've hit the bar tonight. And it'll come out for a goal kick.
Play between the lines. This Leibold just puts it into the path of Pulido. And you would expect the DP for Sporting Kansas City to find the back of the net from this distance. 1v1. Alexa go up and over Creek.
2015 was the opposite. It was learning how to win a final on the road, going to Philadelphia, getting it done. And then 2017 was the one maybe he got to take in and enjoy the most. Over the top for Agata, flag stayed down, saved by Creek. Shallowy saved again by Creek. 4-0 is not a kind look for a goalkeeper, but that doesn't tell the story tonight. Real saves.
But it's the first touch from Agata that sets him, that lets him down and sends him away from goal. Now you give Creek.
No stoppage time needed tonight. Sporting Kansas City takes this one 4-0. They are through the quarterfinal.